Today, we're counting down 5 Chinese EVs that absolutely broke the internet. These aren't just cool cars, they're the ones that went viral for breaking records, redefining categories, and making the rest of the automotive world stop and stare. And legacy automakers? Well, let's just say, even one of their CEOs has admitting to driving one of the 5 cars as their daily driver. Ford. But before we dive in, don't forget to leave us a comment down below and tell us which of these EVs blew your mind the most. And please hit that hype button if you want us to continue making videos like this. How could anybody forget? But make sure you hit the subscribe button so we can continue sharing the wildest Chinese EV stories in the market today. Without further ado, let's get on to number 5. First up is a car that was built by a company that usually lives in your pocket, if you live in China. But to the rest of us, the company was pretty much unheard of, except if you saw this gem 10 years ago.
Hello, thank you very much.
However, when they brought their tech to the road, the world wasn't ready. And I mean, it was seriously not ready. The car was accused of being a Porsche Taycan ripoff, and for good reason. That is, until it smashed the Nürburgring record for road-legal sedans. Suddenly, a Chinese phone company had built a car that beat Germany at its own game and on its own turf, beating both the Taycan, Turbo, GT, Weissach, and Rimac Nevera in the same EV category. That car is the Xiaomi SU7. At number 4, they say most electric SUVs can easily conquer mountains. But what happens when electric cars meet their biggest weakness? Water. Or as we say it, bottle of water. Bottle of water. When footage first appeared online, people thought it was a joke, albeit an extremely terrifying joke. Imagine being trapped in a metal box with a fully charged 49 kilowatt battery, and yet a car swimming with 4 motors, precise torque control, and the ability to literally float across the water. This wasn't just Photoshop. This was the YangWang U8. And if you missed it, check out the video of Ethan doing the U8 demo from inside. Safe and sound, I might add. Not all EV cars are monsters of power, blindingly fast and large. Some go small, very small in fact. At number 3, this one became the people's EV. Tiny, cheerful, and an equally small cost, just under $5,000. Whilst the West debated Tesla's next biggest thing, tens of thousands of Chinese drivers were already zipping around in this cultural icon already. Meet the Wuling Mini EV. And there's this. At number 2, the EV that didn't break the internet with records. Oh no, it broke it with its looks. When it first appeared online, people couldn't decide if it was a luxury MPV or an armored transport carrier from the future. People said it looks like a troop carrier for Space Marines, or maybe what RoboCop would use to drop his kids off at school. Whatever you call it, the Li Auto Mega is bold, bizarre, and unforgettable. And that's exactly why it went viral. Its drag coefficient is much lower than Taycan or a Model S, mainly because it looks like a bullet train. And lastly, at number 1, previously the fastest production car record was held by the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, an 8-liter, 1,600 horsepower beast, topping out at 490.5 kilometers or roughly 304.7 miles per hour. Who on earth knew the first car to beat it would be China's homegrown EV, a remarkable 496 kilometers or 308.33 miles per hour. On top of that, this car has the ability to jump and even use its D6 X suspension and steering to play games in VR. And I found this out when I went to go to China Joy 2025, using both the VR and the suspension of the car to move around, almost like it was a blend of augmented reality and VR put together whilst being in this amazing supercar. It was incredible. And as you guessed it, that car is the YangWang U9. But not just the YangWang U9, it is the YangWang U9X, or Extreme Edition. The internet broke because these cars weren't just vehicles, they were messages. Messages that the future of EVs is being written right here in China. The question isn't whether the world is watching, the question is whether legacy automakers can keep up. But if you are watching, we have covered all the cars mentioned. Links in the description if you want to know more. Thank you for joining us, and as always, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. See you next time.